Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DiddyStamps.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this card. I'm working on some projects for my Operation Right Home card making event next weekend, and I decided I wanted to use this new stencil from Stampin' Up, and so I'm just going to do a really quick video to show you how quick and simple this one is, and then to show you too that I decorated the inside of my card. And what this is actually what they call an Any Hero card, which when people come to our event, they make a card such as this, and then they write a letter to a troop thanking them for their service to our country. And these actually just get tossed in the box with all the other cards. The other cards go for the troops to send home to their families, and these are actually cards that we send to them for thanking them for their service. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how this is done. To begin with, I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It is 4 by 5 1/4, and again, all the measurements and all the supplies I used today will be posted up on my blog, and I'll put a link into the video. So. And some real red cardstock, and I'm coming in. This is one of Stampin' Up stencils. They have new, or they're called masks. I call them stencils. This one comes together with the stars and the hearts, and they come in one pack. But you're just going to lay down your cardstock, lay your mask over the top of it, and then I'm coming in with a little sponge dauber and some real red ink. And that's all you need to do, is just... You could actually use a big sponge too, would work. Okay, so you just want to make sure you get all the stars that you want masked, and then pull this off. And to clean this off, I just have been using a wet paper towel, but you can actually run them under the sink too and get them very clean. But just a paper towel wipes them off and wipes them clean. And there you have it. There's your background piece for your card. Talk about easy, easy, easy. And so the next thing that I did is I cut one of the framelits from Apothecary Accents. I used this one here and just cut a little image that I'm going to place on here. And then I cut another piece of cardstock. This actually is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and that mounts, as you can see, perfectly, frames it out right in there. And I'm going to use a thank you stamp from Lots of Thanks. This is the stamp set. I like to use this one. I probably use this one just about every month in my hero thank you cards. So you're going to go ahead and ink this up. This time I'm inking it up in the Night of Navy. And stamping that down. I'm just going to set that aside because I don't know if that's totally completely dry and I don't want to smear it. But I wanted to show you quickly how I did the ribbon. So I took it on the back of my cardstock and I added just a little bit of snail, and then I brought in some of our new cotton ribbon. I love this stuff. It's great ribbon. It's really nice because it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk to a card. So I'm just going to pull that around the sides into that tape. And then cut it off. And then I have another piece of Night of Navy cardstock that's, it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Like I said, I'll put those measurements up on my website. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the card front. And you'll see on here where I have the ribbon, I kind of go over it just a little bit more and kind of just make like a little ribbon sandwich between the adhesive. Layer this onto the front of my card. Probably the biggest concern with this card is that you might get lots of ink on your fingers, but so if you smudge it, I would just come in with a sponge and sponge it a little more. And then what I did is I took my little thank you stamp here and that frame and placed that on there. And then I came in with a couple of dimensionals. And I'm going to add those right to the back of this and place that where I want it. Once I get that placed where I want it, then I'm going to come back in with just a little strip of the ribbon and slide it under there and tie a bow. And it's just a really easy way. It gives you a nice flat bow, and you can have that bow tied exactly where you want it on your card. Like that. trim that up a little bit. And then, of course, add a little bling. Now, we can't put glitter on cards that we send over to the troops because if they get glitter all over them, then when they're out in the field, it could be dangerous at night. So we can send over things that have rhinestones on them, and I like to do that a lot just because it doesn't stick to everything. So there's a quick, easy card. And like I said, on this one here, I did the insides too by just putting the mask over the cardstock and then sponging the stars that I wanted to show. But there's a great card, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you haven't already done so, you should head on over to my website. Number one, you'll get to see the supplies, but number two, you can sign up for my newsletter, which I send out some great tips, tricks, and techniques every week. So thank you, and you have a great day.